And we are live. Welcome everyone to another Washington Nationals franchise live stream here on MLB The Show 26. And last week, we had our draft. We've had a much better year than we thought we were going to have. I mean, I think we're definitely going to outdo the 60 wins we had last year. We just need 6 wins to top that. So I'd say things are going better for our Nats than they were a year ago. Alright. Let me double check. Real quick. Yep. Yep, we are all good. Alright, we are all good to go. And to just double check everything. You know, make sure I was good there. So, game plan today is to make it to the end of the season, because I doubt we're making the playoffs. If we somehow slip into the wild card, I'll be astonished. We're going to need a hell of a run to slip into the wild card, I think. Even though we're only about 6.5 games back, we're going to need a hell of a run to slip into the wild card. Now, what we are going to start with, though, is the most important thing. And that's getting one James Wood locked up. Now, I'm not so sure that going with a contract, longer than 3 years is really going to be a good choice here. Just saying. He's the only one I'm going to look to lock up long term. I will say I do like that the more years you add on, the more he wants per year. I do like that. Because normally it would be, just whatever plus, that's the price point. You go to 8, he's like, hey, I need more. I don't know, we might be able to get him for about 35. Which would technically be cheaper. Do I do it? Do I lock him into an 8-year deal? That's all of our budget. That's like all of our budget. I mean, he's the face of the franchise. He's third currently in MVP voting in the NL. I don't see a world where doing this is a bad thing. I think we have to lock him in. $34.5 million a year for James Wood. Everyone else is going to be arbitration. I will say Dylan Cruz is an interesting... I want to talk about Dylan Cruz before we get going. Mainly because Dylan Cruz to me is an interesting thing. So far, he has not done what I had hoped. You see the average sitting at 228. Like, he's got the power in his game. He can get some home runs. He can do some stuff. He has not been, as good as I had hoped him to be early. However, I don't think we can sit there and go away from him yet. I'm not going to deal him just yet. I'm not going to go for a big contract extension, that's for damn sure. But I'm not going to go away from, I'm not going to sign him long term at this point. He could be a trade piece at some point. Look at that. New 8-year contract extension for $34.5 million. Maybe not the smartest financial move, but in the long run, I think it's going to look like a steal. But let's get to it. So we just got through the draft. Reminder on what our draft picks look like, because I kind of need it. We had a great pick in Josh Ventura when it comes to potential. Now the question is, how quickly can he get to that potential? That's the thing there. And then Thomas Pleiter, who already real solid at 66. Hopefully hits that 80 plus pretty quickly. I will say Rodney Lulick, already a 67. He could be up to the majors quickly as a depth piece. Alright, we've done our contract extension. We've already done the big thing for the stream. Let's see if this team magically finds a way to try and make the playoffs. And we fall immediately. Thank you, Jake Eder. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay. I also have to double check what our rotation looks like right now. Make sure we're good there. Yep. I would just like this. I just would like a right-hander separating our lefties. Just so the order's a little bit, mixed up. And we dropped that series. And it wasn't the starting pitching's fault. And that's, the best thing I could have asked for. Okay. Alec Marsh gets us a win. I'm keeping an eye on the Braves because they're one of the teams we have to look at in the wild card right now. So I'm keeping an eye on them for the rest of the year. And we beat the Reds. We beat the Sox. Excuse me? Time out. Time out. Time out. We beat the Sox? Yeah, that gives me some legit hope now. We're not fully away from making the playoffs. This is crazy. Okay, DJ, get your first win here, man. Nope, Jake Eder got it. That's okay. Making sure no injuries pop in. That is a one series against Miami. The playoffs are legitimately a possibility. The playoffs are not like gone. This is weird. Dash, Dan, welcome to the stream, guys. This is okay. I wasn't ready for this team to actually. I thought we were gonna get swept the last two games. We beat the fucking Sox and at least took a game against Atlanta. We even had that tight. It was a tight one the entire time. I'm ready. I'm ready for the James Wood MVP trophy. I'm ready for everything. Speaking of that, I need to check the awards. He's not going to win it because, well, this guy. So he can't win it. But you guys did pop in a little late. I did sign him to a massive contract extension. I want some hot dogs, Dash? Why do you want hot dogs? Doesn't sound bad, but why hot dogs? Yep. Just to point out, I signed him to a massive extension. 8 years, $34.5 million a year. So we got him locked up till he's 32. And if we win this, Ballpark Burger says charcoal too much? I have never gone to a baseball game, so I can speak on food at a stadium. So. Also, fun fact, squirrels lose more than half of their nuts they hide. That's just a fun fact. Oh, come on, Jake Etter, you're the problem. How dare you? We had a sweep in front of us. That would have been huge for the playoff hopes. Oh, who got hurt? Okay, that's not terrible. It's down at Double A, so not the worst thing. Oh wow, Red Wings are almost back to 500. Senators are still definitely not going to make it. Red Wings might make an argument. The fact that we might have a chance at the wild card is crazy. We just destroyed the Giants like it was nobody's business. Also, Jesus Luzardo is having a really good year. 12-5, 185 strikeouts in 152 and a thirds inning, 3.31 ERA. We're quietly having a really good year. I don't know how to feel. We just beat the Giants. Thank you, Alec Marsh. That pick in the Rule 5 draft has also been very, very solid. He's been mainly a long reliever and a replacement rotation piece, but he has been very good. I've never been to one. Never been to one. I've been next to Camden Yards like 3 times. Mainly twice is because I was in the convention center right across the street. Alright, give me a sweep. Give me a sweep right here. Come on, guys. Why can't we get a sweep? Why can't we get the brooms out? We're so close to 500. And now we gotta take on Noah Cameron, who's looking really good for the Royals. And we gotta win. You've gotta be. And it came down to the wire. And we get a series win over the Royals. Dude, this team is catching fire at the right fucking time. Any more injuries? Nope. Okay, Jesus Luzardo, can you get us a sweep? Nope. Nope, it is a fucking offer for us. We just can't sweep. We can win a series, we can't sweep a series right now. Ooh, Red Wings are having a rough go. Although fucking the Senators are going for a run. DJ Hers is still looking for his first win. He hasn't gotten a loss either, but he's still looking for his first win. And he still doesn't have it. That's Andrew Alvarez getting the win. But we then beat the Reds in the series. You gotta be kidding me. What are we doing? How are we doing it? Like, at this point, I'm legitimately gonna have to think about what September call-ups make us 10 times better at this rate. I was initially gonna eyeball, like, you know, who makes sense for maybe next season to see if they can, you know, play at the next level. Little did I know, no, that's not the case. I'm looking for actual guys. To take the top spot here. Actually, let me go through positions because that'll be easier. Okay, he's back. That's the situation. Okay, Made, you can go back to Double A. That's Peckman playing. Send him to high A. Send him back down to high A. Keep some good things going, hopefully. Alright. If we somehow find a way, I'm legitimately gonna be dumbfounded. I'm keeping my eyes on this wild card situation. We are 5.5 games out of the wild card. Everyone is tied at 71. We still can't get a sweep. Mitchell Parker can't get it for us. What happened here? We got called up. Yeah, David Schneider apparently did. Okay. It's good for the Blue Jays. Zardo's in a cold spell. That's not good for us. Okay. We have won our last, our last 4 series. Boston, Miami, San Fran, 5 series. Kansas City, and Cincinnati. Can we make it 6, and can this one come with a sweep? That's all I ask. It's the fucking Rockies in Colorado. Like, come on. That's 1 win. Tanner Hulk gets the W. He's actually quietly been doing really well too. 3.15 ERA. Oh. Somebody's back for Double A. I don't know who the fuck that could be. Oh, it might be a pitcher. You're doing just fine. Damn, Jack's fucking killing it. I'm gonna have to bring you up to the majors. He's absolutely destroying AAA. 7-0, 71 strikeouts in 97 innings, 1.3 ERA. Jack's gotta go to the majors. You can go down to Double A. Dude. This guy's being a massive disappointment right now. You know what, Frank? Go to AAA. Do it. I want to see how Frank fares in AAA. I forgot Eder was a rookie. That's a lot of fucking relievers in Double A. Alright, can we get... No! Luzardo loses, so no sweep here, and now we're fighting for a win of a series against the Rockies in Colorado. We at least get the win, and still DJ Hurst does not have a W or an L. It's Alec Marsh who gets the win. Alright. We take an L against the Diamondbacks. Really kind of needed that win. Not gonna lie. Feel like we needed that win. Especially with the Diamondbacks being right there in the wild card. I feel like that would have been big for us. We do get one against them. It's Brad Lord that takes it. And we lose. That is the first lost series since the beginning of the month. We went nearly a whole month without losing a series. That is insane. And we are at 69 and 69. Nice. Okay, I'll be back. That's all that matters. I don't believe you are going to be pitching anytime soon anyways, so it'll be fine, right? Yeah. Luzardo's leading off the Philly series. Alright. So here we go. Take the L to begin. And now we get some September call-ups. What is it? I have to move to what? 28, I believe? Yeah. So, first things first. I mean, we're bringing Jack up. He has been lights out in AAA. I'm bringing him up to the majors. And then I think the other piece, if I can get, good lord, if I can get kind of a utility piece that's been playing well. Well, into the 40 man. Bring him up to see how he does. Oh, I thought I'd put him on the 40 man. Oh. Who the do we have another utility piece then? Well, I could bring up Kiki. But he's not playing well enough. So I'm not going to. You're going back down to double A. You're just not playing well. Really, all of our fielders aren't doing well. And actually, I'm going to put you to high A. Bring you up to triple A. Bring Joshua Baez up to double A. Let's bring the 18-year-old up to double A. Since I need to bring a, when do you bring the pitcher up? Probably. Oh no, I know what I did. You go back down to a single. I have to bring up a reliever, that's what it is. I think that's what I've got to bring up. Nope, never mind. We've got plenty. What the fuck do I need to bring up to triple A? I could probably use another third baseman up there, so I will do that. Arroyo's played really well at double A. There we go. Bring up a first baseman just to give us a bit extra there. Actually, bring you up to double A, and Alvarado up to triple A. Alright. There we go. Now I've made all my moves. Okay. Before we start September, do we think we sneak into the playoffs? I don't think so. I think we'll get like 4 games back. I think we'll be close, but we won't be in. You guys think we slip into the wild card? Showtime, welcome to the stream. Okay, now at least I know I have to pay attention to the YouTube side of things because that chat doesn't want to come into multi-chat. I now know. Can DJ Hertz get a something? Oh my god, his first win comes in Philly against Zach Wheeler, and he shuts them out. What a way to get your first win, DJ. What a way to get your first win. I need to know how good he did. I need to know how well he played. Also, can we just talk about the fact that Enrique Duran, or Ezekiel Duran, the signing I made just to give us some depth, has been absolutely fantastic. Him and no, just him. He has been the utility piece and has been fantastic of a signing. He's hitting 315 this year. That's crazy. I just picked him up in free agency. And he got his first home run of the season. Hers went 6 innings, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and then Jack came in to get the save. Went 3 whole innings, only walked 1. Fuck yes. That's what I'm talking about. This team is already doing 10 times better than I anticipated. I just want to point that out. The fact that we are going to be close, if not 500 this year, is crazy. Let's see, how many games do we have left? 3, 4, 13, 16, 19, 22 games left. What's our record in the last 22? What do you guys think our record is the last 22 games of the season? Don't mind me, I'm just setting a bet for Finger Tuesday. And I'm only gonna put $1 on it. And there we go. We're good. Now I'm all good. Oh yeah, it was a fantastic start. I will say I've already got week 2 recorded. Got to edit that today. So you guys will get week 2 up tomorrow. And I will spoil it. You will not see any of those familiar faces because they are so low on the depth chart. I feel bad for them to a bit, but it was their choice to go to Pitt. $65 and $70, so they're not making the playoffs. They're not making the playoffs. Alright. So a little disappointing end for the minor league teams, but we're not out of it yet. We beat the Mets. Jack gets his first win on the major league roster for us. And we are officially at a winning record again. It has been forever, but we have a winning record again. We are projected to have 80 wins. That is insanity. I've got to know, is he still third? Nope. Pete Alonso topped him. Man. He's still up for the batting title, though. And he's second for the Hank Aaron. Nice. we don't beat the Mets yet. We split at worst with the Mets in this series. I do highlight them in the beginning. I highlight them in the beginning. So. But we won't see him on the field. I don't think at all. You see that they're there. They're gonna. I think Micah Robinson's the third tight end on the roster. Like, there's no way he sees the field the way Pitt plays. Come on. Alvarez takes that L. But we do win the series. I'll take it. I wanted a sweep, but I'll take it. Bored out a few days with Bruce Shen. That's not terrible. Alright, DJ, can you get another win? Fucking man's on a roll. Got his first win. Now he's beating the Yankees. Beat Philly. Now he takes out the Yankees. DJ Hers is the future. Early takes the L. But we do win the series. Brad Lord comes through for his 10th win of the year. Say wild card, we're gonna need 87, which is probably right. We're probably just gonna miss out. We're probably just gonna miss out on the wild card. We're 4.5 games back. We're gonna need some help. We need to win and get some help while we're at it. But we could have a winning record, which is good enough for me. Yeah, we absolutely got trounced by the Mets there. Dear Lord. We then lose that series to the Mets. And we get swept. Yeah, that's the end of the playoff hopes right there, I would say. I would call that the end of the playoff hopes. Yeah. Brad Lord gets his 11th win. We take an L there. Fuck. Now the hope of a winning record is also maybe shot, which sucks. We do beat the Rangers, which is surprising. We have beaten the Rangers in the series. They are playing piss poor. They have 91 losses. Oh, damn. That's a fantastic thing. And we just swept the Rangers. Hell yeah. Also, the Red Wings at least fought back to go 500. Didn't make the postseason, but I'll take a 500 record. And the Senators actually finished a lot better than I anticipated. So they fought back. So I'll take it. Sadly, it doesn't look like there's going to be postseason ball for us this year at any level. But one thing we can do real quick, we can look and see how everybody did in the minors. AAA is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I'd rather them be a little more on that winning record side. Cade Anderson, high ERA, but 34 strikeouts and 34 in a third inning. I'm not mad about that. This is the disappointing one. Jarlin Susana should be so much better than this. He's been disappointing. He has been very disappointing. I can tell you that much. And his potential has gone down because of it. He's gonna start the year at AA next year, and he's gonna have to prove he's worthy of AAA. I mean, good go from the closer here. 34 saves. Hot damn. What a year. Nice 1.4 WAR. I will say I hate this setup. It looks horrible. I hate it. "34 saves, man. How'd Arroyo do in the long run? Got that contact against lefties up a good chunk. Speed went down a slight bit. Overall, not terrible. He had 3 triples. He sucked against left-handed pitching. He sucked against left-hand pitching and with runners in scoring position. Alright, you're gonna have to get a lot better, Arroyo. That's definite. Charlotte Thompson played decently well. Kevin Maid had a pretty good outing. Gavin Fien barely was up there, so we're not going to count anything he did yet. Not a lot of crazy, like, oh yeah, this guy might be the future type stuff. Outside of Arroyo playing pretty well, that's about it for that. AAA, how'd everybody do? Cade Cavalli did well. He might be back on the majors. What's the rule change, Jan? What'd they agree on? Let's see, what is Schefter tweeting out here? 4 new rule changes. Yay, onside kicks at any point. Yay. Oh. Wow, they're eliminating the kicking team's incentive to intentionally kick the ball out of bounds when kicking off from the 50. For 1 year only to allow the NFL officiating department to correct clear and obvious misses. Ooh. That is big. That is big. I will say, nothing too crazy, but solid. But nothing too crazy. Alright, Cade Cavalli played really well at AAA. Might be back up to the majors next year. Any other standouts? I think Eli Willits is underperforming, so we'll see how he does next year. Sikora played pretty damn well. 2.71 ERA. Not bad at all. He averaged about 7 strikeouts per 9, which is a lot better than I would have expected. Not gonna lie. Ryan Alvarado bat 250 once he made it to AAA. We'll see how he fares next year. Okay, Montez really shaped up there at the end. Really shaped up there at the end. I don't think I don't think I have to worry about Frank Otto one bit. This man was dominant in the minors, or at AA. We bring him up to AAA just for a little bit, just for the end of the year. 1.31 ERA, 32 strikeouts in 34 and a thirds inning, 10 walks total, 4-0. Frank Otto might be the GOAT. He might be the GOAT. He does not allow home runs. I can tell you that. .39 strikeouts per. Holy fuck. This man's destroying everyone. He was barely up there and had a 1.0 WAR. Okay. Jackson Rutledge played well. Lovelady played well. That's very surprising. I did not think he was going to play well. Kiki ain't going to be here next year, so, you know. Matt Horvath, you know, he was fine. Chardo played pretty well, so I'm happy about that. Emerson Hancock didn't play as well as I'd hope. But we're going to keep him around, you know, see if we can continue to develop him. And Ken Waldichuk's over here playing really well. What the fuck? Okay. Overall, I gotta say, our AAA team's a lot better than they should be. So, there are currently 6 games left in the season. Is it physically possible is the question. It is possible. If we win out and we get some help, it is possible to make the playoffs. We have to win out. We have to win out. We have to sweep both the Cubs and the Braves to possibly make the playoffs. That's crazy. And it is over. Brad Lord takes the L. He did get 100 strikeouts though this season. That's cool. And now it is fully gone. Jake Eder takes that L. Oh, we get swept by the Cubbies when it matters. That sucks. We do get a win against Atlanta when it doesn't matter. We win the final series against Atlanta when it doesn't matter. And we sweep Atlanta when it doesn't matter. However, that is an 82-80 season. That is a massive jump from 60 wins the year prior. We won 22 more games than last year. That is an insane jump. I am more than happy with that. I did not expect that kind of jump. Especially when we traded a good number of guys at the deadline to just get some prospects in here. I'm very excited about next season. Next season, I think we actually have some expectations. I think next year we actually have to have some expectations. Especially after James Wood's 37 home run year with 106 RBIs and a 319 average. Yeah. This man's almost flawless. He had a 400 on base percentage. He hit well against everybody. Didn't hit as well as I would have liked with runners in scoring position, but that's fine. .9 WAR. That is crazy. But yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm much happier with this team than I thought it was going to be at the end of the year. So there's the bracket. Seattle and New York get the top seeds in the AL. NL, you got the Dodgers and the Cubbies. Who are you taking to win the World Series? What do you got? Who you got? I've got a feeling, Jaron, I know where you're going. I feel you're going to be playing a bit of favorites on the AL side of things. I'm going to say Red Sox. I'm going to say Red Sox, Dodgers, and the Dodgers take it. That's my call. Now the Pirates won it all, man. Pirates won it all last year. Alright. Let's get moving a bit. We'll take it to the 30th. I mean, anything's possible in sports. You never know what's going to happen. So Toronto tops Boston, so I've already lost one half of mine. The Padres top the Diamondbacks, and Atlanta absolutely destroys the Phillies. So we still got to see if Baltimore or Cleveland make it to take on the Yankees, and it'll be Cleveland. So Toronto, Seattle tied at 1 apiece. Cleveland up 2-0 over the Yankees. Dodgers swept the Padres, no problem. And then Atlanta up 2-1 over the Cubbies. So you can now step in and assist on potential disqualifications for flagrant football acts. Okay. I like that. I like that they can step in and be like, yeah, this guy's got to go. I like that they can step in on that now. And your conference title games are the Cleveland Guardians versus Toronto Blue Jays. And the Dodgers versus the Cubbies. Well, that's just boring on the NL side of things. Although the Cubbies came back down 2-0. So they won 3 straight. It's 1-0 Cubbies on top. Woo. The Cubbies are up 3-0 over the Dodgers. 2-0 Cleveland. Are we going to have Cleveland and Chicago in the fucking World Series? Dude, this is great. I love the chaos of this franchise right now. No, you're not going to dominate with the tush push. Most teams have figured it out, it seems like, at this point. The Cubbies are in. They swept the Dodgers. And Cleveland needs 1 win. Cleveland sweeps Toronto. The Cubbies swept the Dodgers. It's Cleveland, Chicago World Series. Who you guys got? Before we check it, who you guys got? I'm going Cubbies. I'm going Cubbies. Mainly just because if I had to choose between those teams, I'm just taking the Cubbies. Going for the Mylonic. I'm going for Water Pulse, if you don't mind. It is 1-1 after 2 games. It's 2-2 after 4. 3-2 Cubbies on top. They are 1 win away from being champions again. Game 7. And the Cleveland Guardians have defeated the Chicago Cubs to win the World Series. Back-to-back weird years. Last year was the Pirates, now the Guardians. Who's next to win that we don't expect? Because that's 2 teams I would not have called to win a title early. What'd they look like? Yeah, know what? Most importantly, Jose Ramirez got a ring. That's all that matters. And my boy Joe Adell got a ring. Hot damn, he played real well too. 333 average. Also had 10 home runs in the postseason. God damn. They've got Tanner Bibby, Shane McClanahan. What is this? The former Angels in Cleveland? Like a Taylor Ward's over here. Who else you got from LA? Well, there's Austin Hayes, but he's down at AAA. Mickey Moniak? Dude, they're just gathering former Angels. This is hilarious. I love it. Show me more. Show me more. You say Kikuchi! But he's a AA. That's all of them. I think that's all of them. That's crazy. Agreed to the Steelers' rule proposing of being able to have 1 call with up to 5 unrestricted free agents during the legal tampering period. Okay. See, I think that's okay. Because it stops probably the immediate signings. Because then the players are at least going to get to talk to, people. So it's probably going to stop the immediate signings. Like, we'll know maybe the day after the period starts, but not immediately. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? Why'd they fire their O-line coach? Why that quick? What did he do? I will say, I am very upset that Colombo is in Orlando with Anthony Beck. When I found that out during that game, I was upset. I was very upset. I was like, no. God, he's a good O-line coach. They're going to have a good O-line now. No. Alright, in the offseason we go. That is fine. I am down with that. And we lost our hitting coach. Yep. Who retired? Oh, Kiki retired. That's fine. Okay. Adolis Chapman retires. Any other big names here? Salvador Perez calls it quits. Mitch Haniger, Steven Matz. Yu Darvish, Kirby Yates, Chris Bassett, Kevin Biggio, what? Verlander and Perez head to the Hall of Fame. We have no free agents to talk to. Do I want to fire anyone? I'm fine letting the manager stay for another season. Okay, yeah, the kind of two spots I really cared about left, so we're good. Oh God, there we go. Give me Andre Torres, and I'll add a little bit of cash. And then farm director. I've got a feeling he's going to get better offers to be an actual manager, but 37, you know, perfect age to want to go teach some guys in the farm system. +3 power, +1 velocity, +3 stealing, +1 fielding is crazy. Alfonso Aguilar is our backup plan. Running backs had 19 carries for 11 yards. That's what he did. Okay. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Well, let's get going and see if so, you want less time, is that it? Mm-hmm. He wants less time on the deal. That's what he wants. Okay. Day by day, we are double checking. I don't know what, I guess they're offering the managerial role, is what the Royals are offering. 15.9 over 2, that's got to be a managerial role. That's crazy money. Hey, we got the hitting coach. Damn it! They took the fucking Rangers job? Are you kidding me? Hey, Mackenzie Gore's a free agent. Fucking bullshit. That's bullshit, I say. There's only one guy we have to add to the 40-man here. We have to move some guys off the 40-man. Add some room. Or trade some guys. That's also an option. Which I may do that. Yeah. Might. Here's what I want. Staff contracts, there we go. Oh, the guy has a backup plan's gone. Damn. I'm just seeing who else is available. Well, that's the case. There's this guy, which isn't bad. I want the other guy. I want this dude. +3 plate vision. I have no problem fighting the Cubbies for this guy. You have to go a little bit higher. There you go. Okay, what's free agency look like? Well, we've got William Contreras. You know, we'll keep the peaceful music for now, because nothing crazy's happened. Got Contreras, Gilbert, Jeremy Pena's available? Really? That's a name I did not expect to see available. I mean, we don't need him, and we're not going to go after him. But that is certainly not a name I expected. Griffin Jax is available. You got Pablo Lopez. Mackenzie Gore with no qualifying offer. That's very surprising. Joe Adell's available, which, if we didn't have plenty of fielders, I'd contemplate. But we got plenty of fielders. Actually, I wouldn't contemplate that because we have no budget. We're playing Moneyball this year. Which makes sense. I mean, I spent all our budget on one player. Why Adley so cheap? Adley is cheap as shit. 14.4 mil? That's cheap as fuck. Ooh, Luis Garcia is definitely tempting because our second base situation's not great. 30 in baseball is not crazy old for a good player. Keep that in mind. Like, if you're good, 30's not old. 35, that's old. Now, he's not in his prime. He's on the back end of his prime. But we could bring Luis Garcia back. We traded him last year. We could bring him back. I'll have to check our bats, though, for one. And 18.9 mil is a lot. More than we really have the money for. Zach Wheeler's available. Old man Zach Wheeler. Isaac Paredes. I have to figure out what we desperately need before I start, you know, figuring out who we're getting, who we're going to target. Felix Bautista. Shane McClanahan's available. I've never been a big Christian Javier guy, but could be a guy we look at because we don't have a lot of right-handed pitchers. Ozzy's available, okay. Ooh, Andrew Vaughn's an interesting choice, especially at the price point. I mean, he's 37 here. He's going to retire. Whether he's on a team here or not, he's going to retire. Okay, Andrew Vaughn's an interesting one. So, let's get an idea of what we're looking at here. And more importantly, what I have to take care of when it comes to tenders and all that, because that's going to cut into our budget. So, out of all the guys we have available here, I'm going to bring most of them back. Most of them.
This is the future.
But I might look to see what we can get for Tanner Houck. I like him. He's a solid player. But we do have some young arms. It opens up a roster spot on the 40-man. And I'm probably not going any further than this year. So if I can open that spot in the rotation for someone who has that future, I would much rather do that. Whoops. How many years you got left? 2 more years of arbitration? Yep. Once again, I talked about Dylan Cruz and how he's just underperformed so far. And depending on how he does this year, can definitely decide, you know, what I do with him in the long run. I'm gonna... Well, no, I'm not gonna offer arbitration just yet. I was going to, and I thought about it. Lyles played pretty well for us.
This is the future.
Alec Marsh, I thought was great. So, I even think he could take over in the rotation. I thought he played really well. And then, of course, there's Cade Cavalli, who could come back up and maybe slip into the rotation possibly. Okay. If he hadn't played as well as he did, I wouldn't bring him back. I'll just say that. Perez. Yeah, I'm gonna let you walk. I'm gonna let you walk. So, let me go to the trade hub. Yeah, I'll keep Eder on the block. Add you to the block. The Mets are looking for a starter. Everybody's looking for relievers. Is there anyone else that I look at and I go, you know what? Maybe. Early's potential went down. I'm not sold on him either, so I'm going to put him on the block. I'm not going to say we're trading him, but I'm putting him on the block. How did he do last year? Total 310 average. I mean, he had 336 at bats, played 91 games, batted 310. I'm not mad at all at that. That was a great free agent signing. Yeah. I mean, we are going to keep Duran, and we're not going to even worry about Ruiz. Not at all. I really hope Brady House can play better this year. I don't think he played his best ball last season. But he had a much better average. Third base is definitely something we need to look at when it comes to draft time. There we go. I think that's everybody that might make the trade block.
What we do here is go back.
And now for the tendered contracts. I mean, I won't tender his contract just yet because we don't know if he's going to be here or not. Anderson. Got contract in, so before we move him to the 40-man. Brian Alvarado. What are you? 27. Alright. Gotta keep Frank around. He's the future. Possibly future ace at that. Dear Lord. I feel like we haven't even, like, put a dent into these contracts. Okay, you're only 24. I thought you were older. I think it's just because the Nats had you up at the majors. I thought he played decent. But I'm gonna let him go because he's 31 and in the minors. Hometown boy, we'll bring him back. Bush, I know he's young because I signed him with all like the young players that we found. A lot of these guys are more expensive than I thought they were going to be. I'm not going to lie. Baez, and Corvath, Jay Getter, Thompson, Lord. Okay. What do you play? Catcher? Yeah, we can find another catcher. Nunez. 26. Oh, good enough. Kevin Made, I thought played pretty well. He was at the minors. Sam Brown. 26. First baseman. You know what? I'll give you a chance, Sam. One more year to prove yourself. Waldachuk played better than expected. That's the only reason he's still here. I think most of these guys in single A should be our draft picks. Most of them. We'll get rid of Grissom. Cohen, Jason Henry. Cesar Franco. She's got no control. And because of that, I'm out. Leo Cologne, I'm out. Conroy. Finally, Veronica Blake. Okay. So the only guy that I am gonna just renew him now, because if we trade him, we get that contract off the books. The only guy we're saying goodbye to is Bryce Montes de Oca, because there's no chance he ever makes it to the majors. and he wants 800,000. I'm not gonna give it to him. It's the only real big one. So we've got a catcher, a closer, a reliever, or 2 relievers and a starter. Alright. So at least I know what I'm looking for. Let me look at the roster. 40 man. You're not gonna get taken. I feel like Jake Eder could get taken. Shit. I feel like most of these guys could get grabbed off waivers. Yeah. I mean, I only need to make room for one anyways, so.
I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse.
No.
About the lies you go
No.
disperse. You never did shit, I know it
Add to the 40 man. That's all I want to do. Alright. Because the only ones I'm worried about, the relievers might get taken in the Rule 5, but that might be it. I don't think we're going to go crazy for the Rule 5 this year. So, with that, and looking at the roster, I think the only thing that I might be willing to actually spend on is a corner infielder. So first and third. Those are kind of our big holes. Those are our biggest kind of weaknesses. Whoops. And I'll put reliever in there because I might spend on a decent reliever, maybe. Should. Oh, we have a good blend. Okay, never mind. I was worried we didn't have a good mix. We have a good mix. I'm not really looking for a lefty or a righty. So I think we'll go. I don't feel like we have as much power as I would like. And for the pitcher, give me a ground ball pitcher. Yeah. So for what we're looking at, let me look at first base first. And I'd argue like the big get for us would probably be Andrew Vaughn. That might be the biggest get we go to. Maybe a Christian Walker. Dude, we could bring Freddie Freeman. Bring back Josh Bell. Got Wyatt Young, the potential second baseman. I mean, we'll wait on this guy, but this is a guy I'm totally gonna grab later on. Utility piece. 23 and a switch hitter. Keep this guy in mind so I don't forget about him. I don't know how he would pronounce that. Antonis Macias. Keep him in mind. Keep him in mind at second base. What do we have at third? Isak Paredes, but I'm not paying that for 2 corner fielders. Just remember the last name Macias and at second base. M-A-C-I-S. Wouldn't be a bad pickup, but he's already 30. I didn't know Siegler played catcher. Oh. Well, I'm not seeing any like starting potential guys here. Might as well see if there's any guys I want to keep in mind. Austin Charles, 24 right-hander maybe. Yeah, we might keep. Oh, here we go. 22-year-old righty, Charles Mortero. Keep that guy in mind. 49 overall, but you know, I see potentials there. Could be a starter down the line. You never know. Yeah, this doesn't feel like a year we're gonna spend really at all. Let me look at relievers, because if I can get one really good reliever, I might do so. Once again, Brewstar Gratterall might be the guy. Because I ain't gonna pay the money a lot of these guys want. I think the most I'd be willing to spend is like 8 mil per reliever.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot.
Gratterall due last season.
I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this.
I'm not sold on that. The fact that Yimi Garcia did as well as he did at 36 is crazy. Do we want to try Michael Kopech? See if we can revitalize his career? Lucchesi. Hey, Robert Stevenson, the man who the Angels signed for a big money deal and has yet to play for the Angels because he's been hurt. Hey, look, it's Jose Suarez. Yeah, we're just in a rough spot budget-wise, because I paid the dude who deserved it. And now it's kind of a situation of, okay, where do we go from here? The thing is, too, I don't hate our relief pitching wholeheartedly. I would not mind if I could find a way to do it. I would not mind a relief pitcher. Actually, I'd say first base is more of a concern. Let me go center. So we can get a good young center fielder, I'd kind of be happy. So, well, we are looking for some similarities to the O's. I don't hate our relief pitching staff. I just kind of wish like I could find somebody else that fits, if that makes sense. Like somebody who could fit here is like that top guy. See, is there anybody interested in a starting pitcher? Like a legitimate starting pitcher? A lot of guys want young talent, and I'm not looking for I'm not looking to trade any young talent. Atlanta, I don't want to trade with Atlanta, if I'm being honest. Okay, Milwaukee. Okay, Milwaukee. How we doing? So. Whoops. Also, might as well keep checking. Okay, Arizona's a possibility too. And he would actually be the 4 in Arizona, so I'm actually kind of down to trade him here. Because he's currently the 4 for us. I mean, there's no way they'd part with Seal Frank for that. I would rather like a young reliever if I could get one. Okay, he's already had time at the majors. I don't really want that. Could I get Esteban Montes? Is that possible? Like, ooh. Ooh. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. This could actually be a prospect I could use. Ooh, utility piece. Hello. He's got the weirdest skill set. Weirdest skill set. About third base. They have nothing at third base. I will say that makes me think they probably wouldn't want to part with him because he could be their third baseman. That is a fast first baseman. That is the weirdest thing on the planet. Or second baseman, not a first baseman. What's our second base situation looking like again? We do have Arroyo there, which Arroyo can't play first, so could play third for us, maybe not this year, but next. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Milwaukee here and see what they've got. Do that. See, the issue here now is we might be set enough at first where I may not need to worry because of Brian Alvarado. That man outplayed our expectations. So, you know, now we're sitting here going like, what do we do now? You guys got a young center fielder? Nope. What about Arizona? They're willing to trade Brendan Doyle, like their only piece. Smart. Smart move. I don't know if I'm willing to do that. Oh, look at the Dodgers being willing to trade every young talent they have. Isn't this something, guys? Ain't that just some shit? Okay, I don't think we're gonna be finding a home for the guys I want to find a home for right now. God, none of these guys have like prospects that I kind of want to throw into here. Like Brian Ramos, maybe. Like, that's not a bad skill set for Luke Stevenson. And the fact that Riley Adams is probably on his last contract with us, we could use another young guy in the system, a catcher. I don't know. We're in a weird spot. We're in a weird spot where, like, our team is, like, kind of built, yet not built, if that makes sense. Like, it's very strange. Very strange the spot we're in. I am going to offer arbitration here to Hulk just because if I can't get a deal done, I would like to, I'd like to make sure he's here. What does he want? 1.4 mil. Arbitration though. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for us to, I think, get rid of anybody really right now. So, with that being said, I think I will throw out one contract that is legitimately for a starter possibly, and that's Andrew Vaughn. Outside of that, we're going to be looking at a lot of kind of, lower end guys. I'm not expecting to look at much here. We're slotted to have 44 mil in the budget. So, not a ton. I think I'm gonna throw my intrigue here over to Evan Phillips, who had a nice season. See if he'd be interested in coming in as a reliever. And then also, I'm gonna take a guy no one would be going after. A young utility second baseman. There he is. Let me just release all the guys that aren't going to make that we're letting go then, if that's the case. Starter, 2 relievers, catcher and a closer. So I might as well do this now, so I don't have to worry about it later. On the Knicks. Who else? Perez. I think Leo Colon was the only other one. Yep. And then catcher. This guy right here. Oh, forgot about Grisham. Because he's 26, I forgot about him. So, let's go after this sleeper of a free agent acquisition here. Which, I joke, however, who knows? Who knows in the long run? Also, might as well take a look to see if there are any young sleepers here. That already got, taken out. Outside of, our former players who we're probably going to see. F potential. Dude, that is so rare to see, I feel like. Like D we see plenty of. I feel like F potential is so rare. I always kind of stop and stare every time I see it. Showtime, what's up? I didn't look over at the chat quick enough. I'm zoned in. Zerpa. 28 though. Yeah. Alright. The most exciting offseason of all time, where we're paying more attention to how many like sleeper young guys are in free agency. Alright. Yep, that's gonna be it. We're gonna look at 2 guys right now in free agency. 2 guys. That's it. That's it. 2 players. Hey, we got our farm director at least. Well, the Giants claimed Bryce off waivers. No real crazy things have happened yet. And let's see. No big re-signings. Chase Burns re-signs on the basic. So. I don't think we have any offers. Nope. Wow, the Red Sox are fielding offers for Marcelo Mayer. Second base, third base for the Angels. That's a legit thing. What was that? Alec Burleson. Wasn't he just a free agent? Isn't Burleson just a free agent? Like, am I going crazy? The O's want to add Dennis Santana. We are not interested. Okay, Evan Phillips, definitely a possibility. Andrew Vaughn, we're going to have to win over a bit more. I need to know, isn't he? No, Brendan Donovan. Yeah, that's the one. A little less than he wants. A little less than he wants. We're budgeting, you know. We're over here budgeting. Evan Phillips. What? Oh, okay. Hot damn, what a trade. So, Casey Schmidt, the 29-year-old second baseman, dealt to the Red Sox, along with Cole Ragans. That's the big part of this trade. For 2 top prospects. The number 55 prospect in Franklin Arias. They also got Spencer Horwitz, not crazy there, but another solid prospect here in a closer, and a young starting pitcher, well, 27-year-old starting pitcher. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's it's one of the better blockbuster trades I've seen. One of the better ones. The fact that it's a closer and not a starter, I think hurts it. But outside of that, it's one of the better blockbuster trades I've seen. It makes more sense than some of the others. I need to know. There's nothing. No one's trying to trade with us. I mean, I understand that I'm not putting like anybody big on the market, but I do have a reliever, 2 starters, and a right fielder if you want them. William Contreras headed to the Red Sox. They already made a big trade. Now they add a catcher to all of it. And Logan Gilbert, we're going to be seeing him a lot as he signs with the Braves. Great. Great. Oh, hey, another trade. Young shortstop headed to the Astros as the Yankees get Josh Hader, Vidal Braun, and Lucas Gilbert. I mean, yeah, that probably makes sense. I don't know what the contract was looking for Vidal, but it seems like some of this was just a salary dump for a young prospect. So, number 27 prospect out of the top 100, good get. Phillies re-signed Ryan Walker. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to touch anybody. We might lose some guys in the Rule 5. I'm not going to go crazy if we do, personally, but we will see. Field, first base, second base, third base. Nobody is looking for our guys, and it upsets me so. I don't understand it. Six and a half, my guy. Come on. Carson Kelly heads to the Reds on a $16 million deal. 1-year deal for the catcher. Pablo Lopez also signed with the Padres on a 3-year, $92.9 million deal. God damn. Holy shit! Another big trade. Randy Rodriguez, Derek Hill, Eric Miller, and TJ Brubaker headed to Toronto. That's a huge chunk. And this seems mainly like just a dump, given the large number of older players here. And they one really good closer in Randy Rodriguez. For Noah Pearson, Brandon Valenzuela, and then Bobby Trent, sorry. Not a lot back for the Giants. That seems like a massive just contract dump. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it feels like. Yep, I offered to everybody. And we still have no movement on a trade. Phillies are in the market for a starting pitcher. Yeah, we'll see if we get anything. O'Neal Cruz. Wow. O'Neal Cruz to the Champs, along with Braxton Ashcraft and Mason Montgomery. So 3 fairly young pieces off to the Champs, and in return, the Pirates get Seth Hernandez, the number 66 prospect, Travis Bazana, and Ralphie Velasquez. I don't know why it took me forever to say Velasquez. Once again, not terrible, but they definitely got fleeced in that one. For O'Neal Cruz and Montgomery, I mean, you got fucking fleeced. And even even Ashcraft at his age, you got fleeced. That's the most Pirates move ever, though. Just gonna point that out. Okay, Evan Phillips. Hey! He signed with us. Okay, that's a big spend for us. Not the biggest spend we're trying, but a big spend. Miguel Andujar, really? For the Dodgers? That's crazy. I just want to see if there's anybody. Again, Mets are looking for starting pitchers. Anybody else? Okay, excuse, dude, time out. Time out. Time out. You said Imai's on the block? Why? Well, I mean, he is 29 the last year of his deal. Never mind. It makes sense. Never mind. I get it. Alright. I don't think I'm going to get these trades done that I would like to get done. Griffin Jacks. We're not in that kind of spending range. I'm going to wait until that's up more. He's got no other teams going after him, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Houston Gamblers released Markel Roby? Really? I mean, the Gamblers did not look great. They didn't look great. They didn't look great. We can say that. Holy shit, the Red Sox are making so many moves. Bruh. So, the Red Sox making more moves. Deal Marcelo Mayer to the Mets, along with Anthony Ayensen and Mikey Romero for Taylor Miguel, Devin Williams, Marcus Semien, and Ben, I don't know how you would pronounce his last name, but a lot of aging veterans for young pieces is what that was. What the hell, man? They need a quarterback. They got Loa. You so badly want him to have that shot. Justin Steele off to Milwaukee on a 4-year deal. Dennis Santana. It looked like he might go to the O's, but instead he goes to the Cubbies. $14.4 million a year. Yeah, we got nobody to tender. Done all my arbitration. Izzy's. So exciting of a free agency period because no one wants to trade with. Come on, man. Should also, like, I would rather it be like young diesels, so take that off just so maybe that's why people weren't wanting to trade, didn't want to give up what like I kind of want. Griffin Jacks to the Dodgers. Why would they not add one of the top players in free agency? Yeah, right now, not interested. I have a different guy in mind, and we're having conversations currently. Let's see how far I can get down. I can get him to 10 mil. I can get him down to 10 mil. We have no budget. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to offer the contract. We'll wait another week. Because also I do want to see if we get any offers or not. Oh. I mean, there's no real targets I'm looking for. Apparently Byron Buxton could be going to the Yankees. Chase Silseth and Clyde Phillips. Oh, the Phillies are trying to get Mitch Keller. Oh, so you can just go through teams and... Why is Gunner not untouchable? Huh. That's something. I want to know. I want to know now. Where the Angels at? Zach Neto's not untouchable, and neither is Mike Trout. Huh. Mike Trout's still great. God, that's so much better than it used to be, where by this point, Mike Trout was awful. Like, Mike Trout would regress so much after 1 year that he would be in the minor leagues immediately. Nah. I'm kind of upset that they locked Christian Moore. And Kyron Paris? Really? That's a choice. Oh, they got Dom Fletcher now. God, had to get the other Fletch, I guess. Okay. Luis Garcia might be headed to the Phillies. Okay, the cheapest we can get it is about 9 mil a year. I'm gonna offer that. You have no other offers on the table, and it's at 64%. That's just about a mil and a half more than I offered for most of our free agents last year. Oh, here we go, draft lottery. We don't have to worry. We have a 0.4% chance to get the top pick. We're not going to move very far, if at all. So we're sitting at 17, and I don't expect to see any change. This is so much different than last season. I love it. Nice to not have to worry. Yep, we just sat. So, the Angels fell 2 spots. The Royals jump 7 spots. Holy shit, and the Pirates up 5. God damn. Poor Rangers hit a 10% chance and plummeted. The Rays will get the top pick in the draft. Right. Rule 5 draft time. Who's ready to not pick anybody in the Rule 5 draft? And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss off, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all this. Oh, the Pirates got Johan Duran. Dude, Jeremy Pena's still out there? Joe Adele and Mackenzie Gore? That's crazy. Alright, Rule 5 draft. We will look to see if any of the names of our guys get taken here. Yep, that's the Rule 5. Drew Romo to the Angels. Huh. Yep, none of our guys got taken. So, as expected. As expected. And Adley Rushman goes to the Pirates. 3 years, 47. Seiya Suzuki to the Mets on a big deal. We're over here playing small ball. Signing nobody. Hey, we got Andrew Vaughn on the cheapest we could. That's fantastic. I like the fact that it's however many rounds you want it to be, but you have to keep them. Like, you can't move them. Like, I love that. Because it's a situation of, well, they're playing okay, but not great. Do you risk giving them back? Or do you keep them? Like, for us, it worked. For our, like, what we did last year worked. Alec Marsh did great for us. So, for a lot of teams, it don't work. I gotta fix the 40 man. Who's going off the 40 man? Who do I want to risk putting on waivers? Wholeheartedly? I mean, if I'm being real, there's one choice. Although, I can't really do that because if I put him on waivers, then it's not at the MLB level and we really don't have a backup for that spot. I think I'm gonna throw either Eder off the 40 man. And I'm gonna move Griff up to the major league roster. Yep. Because there shouldn't be a reliever higher there. Yep. And we need to move a guy up to AAA. Unless Eder goes down, which would be the big thing. We'll see. Mackenzie Gore off to the Diamondbacks. That's a big deal. 34.7 mil a year. Oh, we actually have to take a look. New. I'd be interested if we had money. We can't afford Drew Rasmussen, so we're locked out. That's hilarious. I've never seen that, because I've never been able to, like, I've never not been able to afford a guy. Some real quick checks here. Once arbitration is over, is kind of when I feel like we can really start looking at like people to pick up. Like the what's the way to put it? The filling out of the minor leagues. There we go. Found my wording. Is there a closer that I can grab? That is a legitimate question. No, there is not. At least not yet. Craig Yoho. Nope. Not for that kind of money. I think we're gonna wait until after arbitrations. Also, any intrigue? Starting pitcher. Come on, Guardians. We have a guy that you can. We've got two guys up there that you could look at. Jeremy Pena to the champs. Would love to be offering this kind of money. Even if I hadn't offered our boy the kind of cash I gave him, James Wood, we still wouldn't have been able to like, afford anybody. I'm looking for anyone like 24 or younger at this point. And then with either C or higher potential. Mateo. Nah, I'm good there. Yeah, we already got our young guy at second. I actually will add this guy. No, our roster's full. Damn it. Can't even add him. I don't know how we have this many players. Legitimately. Well, we're not adding nobody. We're just Joe Adele to the Mariners. I don't like that at all. I hate that. I think that's a bad thing. Okay, Henry got paid a bit more. For Lyle, we won that one. Oh my god, that is probably the realest move that would probably ever happen. Mike Trout to the Philadelphia Phillies, along with Chase Silseth, for number 36 prospect, 18-year-old Daryl Dixon and JT Realmuto. I think that is the first time I've ever actually seen Mike Trout get traded in the show. Normally he just becomes a free agent and goes somewhere and retires. That's crazy. And we have to play him. I'm upset. I mean, that's the most real place that he would go, probably. I don't think he'd probably go anywhere but Philly. So I kind of like that that's where he went, if he got traded in the game, so. And then Kate Cavalli. Brad Lord. And Richard Lovelady. Oh wow, they sided with Cruz, so he got paid a shit ton. Which, not really too surprised there. Oh yeah, I just wanted to know our money. Let's see, what's our budget look like? 29 mil, okay. For 29 mil, anybody worth anything here? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see anything. Akil Baddoo. Remember that little bit where Akil Baddoo, like, legitimately looked like he was going to be the next big star in baseball? You guys remember that? Every time I see him in the game, I'm just like, man, what happened? He just had one, like, little spurt, and then, poof. Nobody talked about him ever again. just full. Yeah, I can't even do nothing. Okay. Yep. Spencer Torkelson for Walter Finley. Straight up player for player. A pitcher for first baseman. Yep. And welcome to spring training. So, the team don't look much different, I can tell you that. The team does not look much different at all. Ooh, excuse me, God. So, let me see. I'm assuming better. Yep, he's back AAA. So we'll see how this team fares in the long run. I do want to know just what our depth is at certain positions. Keep your eyes on Lazaro Montes. This is going to be interesting to see how he starts the year. If he plays really well, could become the number 2 guy real fast. Now, he's probably going to stay at AAA all year, but just saying. I do think we're going to have to start figuring out what we do with Robert Hassel. I think this is going to be a situation where he probably gets dealt. We need another closer. We do need another closer. That is a definite. I'm quickly gonna just cut you and grab a closer off free agency for AA. Good to know that, like, they're all old and not a single one of them is young. Hey, Carlos Estevez. Iggy. I'm not paying you that kind of money. Okay, never mind. I'll just go ahead and get a young reliever, I guess. And hope that guy can turn into a closer. Oh, there's the F potential. D potential. D potential. D potential. D potential. Dear Lord. Alright. I'll take Cruz. We'll just sign him. There's a lot of guys waiting to see if they can earn an extension. But I'm not expecting to sign any of these guys to a long-term deal. So let's get through this. See what happens. Please, for the love of God, give me a good spring training. That's all I want. Is a good spring training. Once again, want to... Actually, no. You get the 2 spot. You get the 4 spot. There we go. We'll go through the Philly game. And hey, I'll take that. Marsh wins. Hurts takes the L. That's his first L to happen quickly. Marsh gets another win. Early gets his win in a shutout against the Phillies. I mean, it's just spring, but still, dude, shocking. Alvarez gets a win, and then Jesus Luzardo takes an L against the Yankees. Schultz loses. Alvarez loses. Lord loses. Dear Lord, it's a lot of losing. Yeah, we beat Miami, though.
You're never gonna make it. You're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff.
Dear Lord, what is happening? Unless you're the Miami Marlins, we don't beat you at this point. Well, we went a little bit of a run there. Holy shit. A little bit of a run. A nice way to end the year. We ended 13-15, but we went on a, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight win streak and then losing to the Mets. And Hurts finished with a win against Baltimore. Okay. So how did we do, though, is the question. Also, what's our budget look like? 49 million available. Okay. Also, does anyone remember how do you get the sponsorships again? Because I don't remember how to get the sponsorships.
You ain't gonna make it. You ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing. I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're
I
saying,
thought it
stop
was
what
in
you're
budget,
making.
but
Everybody knows that you just fake it. I don't wanna hear it anymore.
I couldn't do it, and there was nothing in budget.
You're not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about
I do not remember where I had to go for it. And it upsets me. Because I have sponsorships to put up, and I want to put them up. So I'm going to keep everybody here on the trade block. No changes. Alright. So I do want to see. We actually have a lot left in the scouting budget now, which is nice. We don't really have like a killer position scout. Holy shit. What a discovery guy. Can do anything, really. I think legitimately what I might do, this is going to be our pitcher guy from now on. You are going to become our position player guy. And you... Nope. Yep, that's enough. This is gonna be... Where is it? Is it this guy? Yeah. So, This is going to be our discovery guy. Boom. We're good. Phillies in real life have a negative 15 run differential. Dear Lord. Okay, you got reason, Dash, to be upset about the Phillies. You've got reason. You've got reason. And a lot of it. Damn. Hell, the Angels going into yesterday were one of the top scoring teams in the league. Yeah, I didn't have much to be like overtly angry about. I'm gonna save here real quick before we head to the regular season. Okay, so let's look at how everybody did before I make. Well, let's get an idea before I make any rash decisions on who goes up and who goes down. Jesus, fine, nothing special there. Connolly early. Actually played pretty damn well in spring. I like that 2.25 ERA. He's cold right now, but looked actually pretty good. DJ Hers, a little iffy. I am going to start him at the major league level, but may bring him down if need be. Brad Lord struggled. That's not a good look for a guy that, I think has to impress to, be here in a couple years. He might be here next year, but not after that. And Tanner Huck, I was going to trade him. He had the best ERA on the team in spring. Alec Marsh looked very good. Okay. Sikora needs to go back down, definitely. Dan Anderson, same thing. Axton Schultz actually looked pretty good, which is nice. Ed Cavalli actually looked pretty good. Okay. Alvarez. Jack didn't do really anything. Evan Phillips seemed to struggle a tad bit. And so did Peterson. Neither of our real closers played well. Alright. Well. As for the lineups, bro, it's still early in the season. You can't be that mad. If I got that pissed about the Angels early in the season, dear Lord, man. That's the one thing with baseball. You can't get overtly angry early. 60 games in, then you can decide. But like now, literally everything could change by the end of the year. Alright, let's see what went down. Duran, not terrible, not great in spring. James Wood is James Wood. Andrew Vaughn, that's a good showing. 278, 10 RBIs and 4 home runs is kind of what I want to see out of him. So that's about what I need there. Good showing for CJ Abrams. Keibert Ruiz struggled. Okay, this is also a team that's been like perennial playoff contenders for years. I'm a fan of the team with the longest playoff drought in the sport. I don't care what you bring up. The only two teams in sports with a longer playoff drought are the, I think Dolphins and Jets. Like, Don't come talking to me about disappointing sports franchises. I wasn't even paying attention to the Angels enough when they were last good. That is how bad the Angels have been. Bruh, I wish it was only 11 years for the Angels. It's been 14 fucking years. I wish it was only 11 years. I think it's 14. It might be worse. I think it's 14. I think 2012 was the last playoff appearance. Last Angels playoff. Last time the Angels made the playoffs. 2014. There's been 12 years so far. Gonna be 13 because they're not gonna make it this year. Yeah. I want to say the Angels have the longest playoff drought in sports. It's the Jets with 15 seasons. The Angels are in second, I believe. Because the Sabres are about to snap there, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, it's the Jets and then the Angels. Because I'm not counting the Sabres. Because theirs is about to be snapped. Congrats to the Sabres. I want to know. Wait. Is it really? I thought Miami was up there too, but apparently not. Oh no, yeah. Okay, you know what? Being an Angels fan is bad. Being a Jets fan is worse. You know the second longest playoff drought in the NFL is the Atlanta Falcons with 8. That, oh god, you're double theirs. Oh. Yeah, nothing's worse than being a Saints fan. Nothing's worse than being a Saints fan, being a Jets fan. Nothing's worse. Nothing's worse. I will never complain about my sports team as long as I'm not a fan of the Jets. God, that's bad. That is bad when the second lowest playoff drought is twice what yours is. Like, it's half of your drought is the second longest. That's terrible. Ooh, Dylan Lyle played really well. Warming played well. Jacob Young played okay. And Dylan Cruz struggled, kind of like he always does in the spring. Alright. Anybody else? Jahmai Jones is like, hey, you're trying to trade me? How dare you? Any other names we haven't seen much of? Nope. I will check the roster here to just see Ford didn't play much. You're just probably going to head back down to AAA right now. Yep, you got one more to use. Ooh, Martinez actually played pretty well. He might actually stay up just because. Oh no, they're not going to play off winning 4 years. Well, maybe. Football, you never know. Football is the one sport that literally I don't know if you can ever say they're not going to do it. Because, yeah, anything fucking happens in football. He actually played fairly well in 15 at-bats. Alright. I will say once again, that Tavares signing is crazy good for us. Alright, I'm gonna start moving guys down to AAA now. Yep, we're gonna keep everything as is there. I think you're gonna move down to AAA. That is your final option. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Alvarado start at AA so he can get starting minutes. And that Mavis can play at AAA. And you're gonna move down to AAA. You're gonna be in single A right now. We'll go from there.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame.
How many more do we have for you? One more.
How I like rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes. Made
Well,
lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks.
Cade probably
feeling lost, feeling
can
great,
be up
popping
here,
off, singing straight,
so
never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to
I'll
say,
send
yeah.
this Cade down.
Work hard each and every day.
I think Schultz has one more.
I don't push pause, no,
Yep.
I push play. I won't stop till I make a
Into
change.
AAA.
I withdraw on the things I make.
You need to go to AAA.
Flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say.
Jack, you're gonna start at AAA. You may be back up here pretty quickly. Yeah.
6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got
Oh, you haven't
tired
had
eyes,
any
need
of
a
your
couple blends,
options
that's
used.
right.
That's awesome.
In the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb. A new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time. I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by.
6, 7. So that gives us 2 long relievers.
I get lost in the
Okay.
words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop.
I mean, hey, I'll say this much. I didn't think the Jags were even gonna sniff the fucking playoffs this past year, and they won 13 games. So you know. And as a fan, I had 9 games as my ceiling. I thought realistically we'd win 6, 7 games. If you had told me the Jags were going to win 10 games, 10, I would have called you dumb as shit. You don't know football. They won 13. We don't know what's going to happen in football. You don't. NFL, nothing, anything's fucking possible. I might move Frank down just to be kind of an ace down at AA. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's all I can do for now to kind of guarantee guys' movement. Alright. The regular season we go. So, let me make sure I know who's where before we do anything here. Oh, who got put on waivers? Who got put on waivers? That's what I want to know. Oh. Why is he up? Is my question. Why are you up at the major league level? I have questions. Because that means we don't have a closer. A triple A. Or double A. Well, for now, I'll keep it as is. I'm doing my math real quick here.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving.
I have too many guys on my roster. I just want to point that out. I have more than 90 guys on my roster. Oh wow, they're starting him at double A. Not mad about it. Just didn't expect it. Double A is kind of stacked. Just trying to think if there's players I want to cut. Yep. I'm just gonna live with it then. Although, what? One opening at double A, I'm going to put a relief pitcher in there because I feel like we need somebody there to act as a closer. Alright. So what's the schedule look like? Who are we up against? The Giants? Right off rip. We're projected to win 75 games. That's our projection. 75 games. Oh, hey, here's my sponsorship. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. Just want a life that is worth every day exploring. My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. I'm gonna go per hit. I feel like we've been scoring a good chunk. So I'm actually going to go 2,500 per run. I feel like we scored a good chunk in spring training. So, with that, that's going to bring us to the end of this one. I don't know how I feel about the team going into this year, because we really didn't change anything. I do feel good about the little changes we've made. The only question is, can we fight for the playoffs? That's the only question now, because we got close last season. Now we're gonna have to figure out how to get in. And we've got the same setup. The same setup. Pitching wise. But now a new closer, Evan Phillips. Clayton Beater's now more a setup guy. And I mean, we'll see how we fare. I'm very iffy. I'm very iffy on how this team's going to play. But next week we'll figure out what the first game is we watch. If we want to watch any of that Giant series, or if we want to wait and see how this team is before we watch any games. But with that, that's going to bring us to the end of this one. Jaron, Dash, appreciate you being here. And because I wasn't paying attention to the YouTube side, because I thought that multi-chat would work. I'm sorry, Showtime Prods, but appreciate you being in here even for a little bit. With that, I think that's all I got to talk about. Don't think I've got anything else to bring up. If you're watching After Factor, we're just chilling in chat the entire time. Appreciate you too. We'll be back Thursday for some more Ace Attorney. With that, we'll see you guys next time.